guys, to get started, I either need to connect to the server by clicking on my globe and connecting, or selecting my desktop and then going to go connect to server until I get connected to the digital server here. Once it's connected, you're going to go to Photo, and then you're going to look for the folder called Tools of Photoshop. You're going to click and drag this folder into your photo folder to make a copy of it that you can actually edit. Okay, that's doing that there. After that, I'm going to go to Tools of Photoshop, and I'm going to do my first exercise, which is healing. So I'm going to right click and open with Photoshop, and it's going to open up this exercise. So before I get started, I am going to duplicate the layer so that I am not destroying the original image. So I'm going to hit Command J to duplicate the layer. And then I'm going to zoom in to this guy's face, and we're going to use some healing correction tools through these next couple exercises to get towards that fantasy skin everybody wants. So I'm going to hit Command plus to zoom in. Another option is I could use the magnifying glass to click and drag. I could also use the hand tool to navigate. And I can hit Command negative to zoom out. So those are all ways that you can actually navigate the canvas. All right, so now over here, I'm going to look for the tool that looks like a Band-Aid. And remember that depending on what workspace you're in, I'm in Essentials right now. Also notice that if there's any kind of little arrow at the bottom, that means that there's other tools underneath it. I don't even know where the tool is. It's always hidden under something. So it's under this Content Aware Move tool right now. So I'm going to go to the Spot Healing Brush tool. Now notice that my brush is really, really big. So I'm going to use the keyboard shortcut. So next to my letter P, there's a left curly bracket. I'm going to select that, and that's going to minimize it. If your brush is too small, you can go to the right curly bracket, and that will make it bigger. Okay, so now I'm going to click and drag over the wrinkle, and it's gone. What? Okay, so I'm going to go over all the wrinkles, and then I can also do this in any area where I see freckles, blemishes. I'm just clicking on these areas, and I just want to minimize his wrinkles all over his face, and I'm just going to go over all these all over his face. You could even do this for pores, like visible pores. So you could do this all day long. Okay. Now, here's the thing, and I can do this for hair as well. So if I want to get rid of some like flyaway hairs, notice I'm just going to keep going, keep going, keep going. Now, here's the thing is that remember that we want it to be like spices, right? Like we want to use photoshopping sparingly, okay? And you know, you don't want to bring like somebody who is maybe in their 40s all the way down so that they look like they are, you know, in their 20s, okay? So I also want to remind you that sometimes I kind of remove things and then I go to opacity and I bring that stuff back just a little bit, okay? So that you're like decreasing the wrinkles. But so this was the cool thing too about actually having a copy is that you can see the before and after. So this is me bringing down the opacity and seeing that I can lessen it and not, you know, actually get rid of it completely. So there's degrees to that. All right, so you can decrease all his wrinkles all over his face. And then when you're done, you're going to say File, Save As. And this one's going to be first name, last name, underscore healing, underscore the date. And I'm going to save it as a JPEG file and then say save and OK.